Hi folks, this is a 1960s, early 60s Zildjian deep stamp, the big deep stamp, the very large deep stamp, 22-inch ride. It's quite crashable too. It's a heavier ride. I'm going to weigh it, but not a heavy, not a medium, I don't know. Very unique. I generally do not like 60s Zildjians. I stay away from them. I've had way too many bad ones. The hats are good from the 60s era. I find the 20, 22, 24-inch A Zildjians from the 60s, you can spot them by the lathing, if you know what to look for. And they all seem to have a lot of tremendous conflicting overtones. Quality control was really poor during the 60s for the same reasons like Ludwig with the Ringo factor. They couldn't keep up with production because the rock music was exploding thanks to the Beatles and other bands, the British Invasion, etc. But just like Ludwig, Bill Ludwig admitted that they were working around the clock. They couldn't keep up with orders. You still could buy in the 60s a Slinglin, a Rogers, a Japanese set. There was other brands, but there was only one cymbal you could really buy in the 60s, and that was Zildjian. So you can imagine how many 20 and 22-inch Zildjians were turned out every day in the 1960s. I've had 3 in 35 years of heavy collecting. They were both 22s. This is one of them. 3 that were really, really nice special cymbals. This is one. What I notice about this one, the lathing is not the typical 60s lathing, okay? It actually varies quite a bit. And this cymbal, being a heavier cymbal, is very thin and sharp at the edge. Much thinner and sharper than normal. I could say almost half as thick. But it doesn't feel fragile. I don't expect this cymbal will ever chip. It's definitely strong enough there. But it seems to give it that bop characteristic that the 50s bop Zildjians had, where you get a nice spread with a lot of nice tones, but they seem focused. They don't get out of control. All right. Thanks for bearing with the long description. I'm going to start with a small wood tip Vic Firth Peter Erskine ride, and then I'll try another stick. Here we go. Very, very strong ping. There's a high pitch brightness and there's a low pitch blended in here together. The bell is huge on this cymbal. It's huge and very, very strong and heavy. I'll play the bell separately for you. I can hear the bell sound resonating a lot in the wash. Right there. It's got it all. It's got the ping. It's got the three-dimensional wash, but I don't want to call this one a wash. I want to call it mid-range. Let's crash it. It's very glassy at the end. Midway and towards the end of the crash cycle, a lot of glass. Switching now to a heavier stick. Also a wood tip, but heavier. Check out this bell. The bell is so strong and loud that I really have to underplay it because I'm afraid to peak the recording. And I never change, on any of my sound file videos, I never change the recording level. On this one, if I play this bell too strongly. I'd have to lower it. It has some nice darkness in it, metallic darkness, but a lot of top end sparkle too. Right there you can hear the dark metallic. Right there. But if I play it towards the end, I get just a nice, strong, warm ping with a low pitch spread under it. Now I'll play it midway. Brings out a little bit more of the bell. Larger stick. Very nice 60s 22-inch ZILDJIAN, early 60s.